Kapai, congratulations on being granted your student visa to New Zealand. So what's next? It's about you preparing your trip to New Zealand. Let's start with flights. So how to book your flights to New Zealand? There are various carriers that fly to New Zealand, but most of them do not fly directly. So I think what you need to know is you need to understand whether the country that you are going to be transiting through, whether it does need you to have a visa. Depending on what passport you hold, you may be required to have a visa for the country that you're transiting through to New Zealand. So it's important to look at those regulations. Besides that, there will be a checklist of things what you should carry and what you should not carry to New Zealand. New Zealand's biosecurity is very, very strict. Hence, it's very, very important that you do not carry anything that is on the list of prohibited goods into New Zealand, which is available on the website, on the customs website of New Zealand. Now, besides that, I'm sure you'll be excited to carry a lot of food items from your home country, like say spices or rice or masalas, especially if you're an Indian, because we do have a lot of Indian students coming through. However, we would say it's not really needed. So I recommend you to travel light. We get everything here in New Zealand, not to worry, especially ethnic food items. You get pretty much everything from every cuisine from around the world here in New Zealand. They are affordable prices and it's easier for you to clear the customs line once you get here into the country. Now, besides that, what are we going to talk about? Documents. What kind of documents? Please carry all your original documents, your academic, your previous work experience documents. Of course, you need your passport. Besides that, carry also your enrollment documents, your insurance documents, and anything that is related to your study here in New Zealand. The other things that you might want to carry is a valid ID proof from your home country, depending from where you are, if there is a national identity card available, also your driving license. Now let's talk about driving licenses. Your driving license from most parts of the world will be acceptable here in New Zealand for up to 18 months after you arrive in the country. Finding accommodation here in New Zealand might be quite challenging when you are still offshore, especially your long-term accommodation. What we recommend is before you leave your home country, look for temporary accommodation. Now, what you could do is go onto Airbnb or Booking.com and find yourself a temporary accommodation for up to a week or two. Once you arrive here, then look for a permanent solution. Universities also do offer accommodation which could be available via their international department. You can contact the International Student Services for more advice on that. Besides that, the other permanent accommodation types will be to either share a room with somebody or rent out a space by yourself. You can find all this information on Facebook Marketplace or one of the largest websites here in New Zealand called trademe.com, where you can buy, sell or rent a property. Carrying cash into New Zealand. Please note you can only carry up to $10,000 New Zealand dollars as cash into the country. However, there'll be better options of you being able to carry money into the country. You could also open accounts as an international student while you're still in your home country. There are different banks like Westpac, Bank of New Zealand, ANZ that will allow you to do so. All you have to do is you have to show a proof of your visa to be able to open the bank account. Once you arrive into this country, you can go and show your original documents and activate this account. The other convenient ways of bringing money into the country is Forex cards, traveler's checks, and even currency. You can also bring USD or any other currency from your home country and exchange it right at the airport as soon as you arrive. You may wonder, how do we prepare you in this journey? We do have something called a pre-departure session for our cohorts coming to New Zealand, where you get to talk to our onshore team, talk to other students who are also coming to New Zealand around the same time. Besides that, we also tell you how to be mentally prepared, because it's very, very enduring when you're moving from your home country to a new country. You may have a lot of questions around the life here. We will help you understand all that. And most importantly, we are here to tell you that you've got a welcoming team here who's going to help you in your journey after you arrive here in New Zealand.